All right. Journal time, right? Okay, Spit. Okay, Spit. Go sit here and do some journaling, Spit. So, been a long day, right? It's my mom wasn't feeling well this morning, so I she came over and I fixed her up a soup that I made the other day and some fire cider, right? And fire cider, I'm gonna say this real quick, does not taste all that great. It's a little bit when it's going down. You're like, oh shit, spit, right? Excuse my language, but not spit, right? But it's fucking powerful. I will say that it is so powerful. Um, Anytime I start to just feel a little bit sick, I go take me a little shot with but you got to put a bunch of honey in it, right? And I'm better, right? So I fixed her right up, right? She was feeling real congested and not feeling well, so I fixed her up and spent the morning, right? The morning with her, and then I came home and just cleansed my whole house, like everything, just beautifully cleansed, like my floors. I moved everything, I mopped everything, every corner, uh, washed all my stuff, got for this portal, right? Because we're in a really beautiful portal. I have all my smaller pieces of crystals, right, all right here along my windowsill, and I brought in all my sacred water that I've been blessing, that I took to my sister's house to go do some healing and stuff for the eclipse and for the full moon the other day, and I blessed all that water out there, so I have it sitting in my room just in a portal, right? Getting this good energy, right? Because my room, and it's just a beautiful vibe I got going on in my room right now, and I have a bunch of cats, right? They're energy cleansers, right? So of course I'm an energy worker. I would have cats, right? And I had them in the closet, the babies, because my female just had kittens. So I had them in the closet, and that leaves a smell. And it was just like my closet's real powerful for moving energy. Like I've released some really heavy cords in there. I've released some really heavy demons inside of my closet. So I like to keep it fresh in there. And the only reason why I hadn't really gotten in there because I was waiting for the babies to be big enough where I could move them to the living room, right? So they are now, right? So I took them out. I pulled every single thing out of my closet, my shelves. I pulled everything out, and just, sometimes to get the vibe and the energy right in the house, you got to move every fucking thing. When I say everything, I mean every piece of furniture. You got to get into shit, move shit around. You got to shake the energy, right? Because this is where things can get stagnant. This is where energies can go hide at, this is where the energies can go hide. So moving everything, even, I mean, it's not like don't do it every single day, right? Because I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, right? When you're going to spring clean the house, but at least once a week, every 2 weeks, you want to get in and just, you want to redo everything. Let's pull everything off the shelves. Let's get everything. Let's pull everything out. Let's refold it, right? And so I did that, right? I pulled everything out. I reorganized the whole closet, and pulled all my cards out. They were good. I really didn't need to move them, but I pulled upstairs, like move everything. So I did that, right? And I did that the other day. But I got the vibration in my room, my restroom, and in my closet, just amazing, right? This beautiful, just amazing energy. And then I put all my crystal towers around my bedroom, so I have this beautiful grid right now that I'm sitting in, right? It's so magical, right? And and yeah, so I just really been sitting here with spirit, and what I've been being shown is how much the ego comes through, right? How much the ego comes in and will sit there and be bullshitting you, right? I was over here vibing on some things, and also too, what they showed me is from asking too much of the same question. Spirit's like, bitch, I done told you. Or just wait. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's like, hold on. Wait to receive the guidance when you're still, because when we're still and without asking, when we're still, when we're calm, and we're just to ourselves and we're being present, is when we receive this guidance. Like I said, walking home from the store, I'm not expecting, I'm not talking to Spirit, I'm not saying anything. I'm just receiving. I'm just allowing Spirit to come through, right? And then when I sit there and start asking a question 50 times, Spirit's just like, so then here comes ego. Oh, she keeps asking. She's not, thank you, Spirit. She's not sure. She's not sure. So let me come in, and then I can start feeding her with all this stuff that I'm like, Spirit, you know what I'm saying? Spirit's like, we ain't gonna sit there and repeatedly answer you questions that you've done asked 50 million times when you haven't even allowed us a moment to come in and answer, right? Thank you, Spirit. The ego comes through. Like, Spirit, the ego comes through, right? And what Spirit also was showing me that it was a demon. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these demons be so subtle. They be so subtle, you know, and have you like trying to flow you into this space that it's just like, okay, Spirit, that's not even for Jack. That's not even for me. And I'm over here flowing into this space, right? Into this energy. And not that it was bad, right? Not that it was, you know, some bad toxic shit. Like, no, but still at the same time, that's not serving my highest, best divine purpose, right? You know, and I'm still learning on the journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning what it is I need to learn, right? So, you know, so Spirit came through and showed me some things and just made some things visible to me, some things that I feel like, and I don't want to share them because I don't want to share them, right? That's just something that's for me, right? But just showing me some things where it's like sometimes we think things are working in this one way, or we feel sometimes like people are for us or here for us, and when you really, and this is in truth, right? I say this in truth, but when you really step back and you really kind of look at it and they're not, or the situation isn't for you, or it's like, you know, we think this is it, and you know, these people are supporting me and not supporting me monetarily, right? I mean, like have your best interest in heart, right? And sometimes we don't realize they don't. And not that they're bad people, and not that they're just vindictively, because I asked, not vindictively, but non-conscious, right? And I say this in truth, and this is not to down talk on anybody, because I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to down talk on anybody, but the realization, thank you, Spirit, the realization that I'm coming into, right? And this awareness, right? This is awareness for me, right? It's being done non-conscious. There's somewhat of a conscious space, but it's also non-conscious, right? Non-conscious and aware of their motives, right? The motives, right? And I even hate to say it like that, because I even still feel like that's not the way to say it, but at the same time, it kind of is, right? In a space, right? So just really understanding that, you know, sometimes people will just, you know, want to come around because of the energy. Some people will just want to come around just to see what Jack's doing, what you got in your closet. What you doing over here? Nothing. You want me to turn the light on? You want to turn the light on to see what's in the closet? It's a fresh, brand new, clean closet that's going to move some fucking demons. That's what it is, right? You know, and I say this in truth because I've had people before, right? And this has been a little while, right? But I've had people come over and, oh, what are you doing, Jack? Nothing, chilling. What's up? Oh, nothing. Can I use your restroom? Because my restroom is in my bedroom. My closet's right there. Then I'll come in there and I'll see them like looking in the closet like, what you looking for? You're looking for like a whole room full of like all this brujeria shit. It's so funny, right? It's so funny because, you know, people assume that everybody on this journey like this is sitting there just doing all this heavy, dark, black magic. No, we're not. It makes me laugh because I look at it like, I even look like, what you doing in my closet? You want to go see? Like, here. Sometimes I'll just bring them in. Sometimes I'll just bring them in. Oh, look at this oil I just made. So then I bring them in the closet and they're looking around to see if there's a hidden altar somewhere. Is there some black candles burning or something? Jack don't burn black candles unless I'm moving some real fucking serious demons. Then Jack will burn a black candle on that demon's ass. I do not care, right? And sometimes, and I'll be real, right? Sometimes the black candles are good when you're going through a transformation and you know you're moving some fucking ancient demons that been fucking in your ancestral line. You're going to light a black candle because you're going to need one. And also, too, lighting the white and the black candle at the same time helps to bring in balance. of our shadow, right? And I say this in truth, right? Our shadow and our light, right? Because we are both, you know what I'm saying? We are the darkness and we are the light, you know, because what people don't realize is that in the darkness is not black magic. It's not brujeria. It's not fucking, you know, casting spells and hexing and cursing people. It's not that. This is our shadow. This is a part of self. This is something that needs to be worked with sometimes, and not you're working on people. You need to work on your own self. Thank you, Spirit. You need to work on you in this space, right? So, you know, black candles aren't all, they're not bad just because they're black. You know what I'm saying? That's also, it's like in the beginning, you know, there was an infinite void nothingness. There was chaos, right? And God said, let there be light. He brought the light in, but the creation came from darkness. The creation came from darkness. Doesn't mean you have to go do dark deeds, right? This is thank you, Spirit, conditioning of the world, right? Thank you, Spirit, conditioning of the world. This is the conditioning that they want people to be in fear of the darkness. They ain't nothing back there but a bed and some some pillows, you know, and a closet door. You want to see, like, you know, but it's the conditioning where we you know, and I say this in truth, right? I'm laughing, but because it makes me laugh, and why not? I can laugh, right? I can laugh at it because I was there in that space where I used to be fucking afraid and think, you know, everything's dark and black magic and be scared and be so fearful. Because this is what I was brought up to know is fear. That fear. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was brought up in thinking, to be afraid of these things when there ain't nothing there. You know what I'm saying? When you pass that fear, light, ooh, the light gets brighter. You know what I'm saying? You realize that it's overcoming those fears, because there's no devil. The only devil is the one you create. You know what I'm saying? There's and you know, there's demons, and there's darkness out there. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there. There's people like me out here trying to bring forth more light, and then there's people out there trying to bring in the chaos and darkness. People over there hexing people and doing all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because thank you, Spirit, because they're in their feelings because shit didn't go their way. Of course it's not, because you've been lighting candles on everybody. That's why it's not. Karma's coming back. Then you can go light a candle on somebody else, then some more karma. Doesn't make no sense. It's cycles. Thank you, Spirit. Cycles, repeated patterns. Doing the same thing and expecting thank you, Spirit, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? So that just, you know, just speak about it, right? Because we're going to sit here and be real. Because like I said, this is my journal. I can say whatever I want here. You know, this is also me just reflecting on my day and just sharing some information, right? Sharing information, because like I said, everybody thinks that this whole journey, or they're just like, I know Jackie's over there doing something. Like, I'm not. Trust me. If I was sitting here doing shit to people, I'd be dealing with so much more demons, and I would not be fucking ascending the way that I am, right? I don't got time for that. I deal with enough of my own demons to sit there and add karma and deal with somebody else's demons. Or call a demon in to come help me do some shit. Because then when I call him to come help me, then it's going to be right here in my face. I ain't trying to fuck with y'all. I don't need no more demons. Like, I'm done with the demons. You know what I'm saying? I got enough to clear from my own energy field, you know, besides the people that I interact with. You know what I'm saying? At the same time. So it's like, you know, I'm not trying to tax on no more shit to me. I'm done in that space. Like, thank you, Spirit. I served my lifetimes where I worked in dark places. This was in past lives, not in this one, you know, not in this one. I have higher work to do here. I have a higher learning here. There's more light I want to bring in, because I've already created enough darkness. I've already dealt with the karma from that. You know what I'm saying? From past lives. I'm not going to do that here in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So it's, yeah, right. Channel. I just wanted to share that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. But yeah, the conditioning, it all, a lot of it stems from the conditioning. So we're led to believe these certain things, right? And these certain practices are just all bad. And they're not, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them. There's medicine there. You know what I'm saying? Some people find medicine in those places, if that's for you. You know what I'm saying? Situation. You want me to turn the light on? No, I'm just like, y'all want to see what's back there? Spirit's going to be back there like, what's up, bitches? I see y'all. Namaste. Yeah, so this Heaven's Gate portal, right? And calling in this beautiful energies, right? And just like I said, sitting in this beautiful grid right now and just sitting here quietly with spirit. Normally I have music on. I have my like sacred music I dance to, and I'll sit there and I'm cooking and get my little dance on, because that's just, I move a lot of energy when I channel the sacred dance. I move a lot of energy. But yeah, just sitting here with spirit and coming into these understandings and this awareness, and what I'm getting from it also is going into like this hermit mode. We're just pulling myself away from everyone. You know what I'm saying? And not, and I already kind of am, right? But for real, like take the next couple of weeks just for Jack to just sit here and just tend to herself. You know what I'm saying? Because we need those times to do that. We need those times where we just step back and like, you know what? It's not about nobody right now. This is just about me. And this is like not even allowing people in your home. And this is where I'm going, right? It's like not even allowing someone inside to step inside of my doorway. You know what I'm saying? That's a portal. You know what I'm saying? That come in, I'm just like, oh, what you bring in here? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm there fighting some fucking energies. I don't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And then not that I don't want to deal with it, but I just feel like this is a time for me to really, really take a step back so that I can observe everything in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am on the journey. I am ascending. I am growing. I am shifting and moving too, and I really, to be more present in that space, right? Because I'm so aware of everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm so aware of every situation, any little thing, like I'm thinking something or talking to spirit and something falls, boom, confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, thing just fell on my foot. That's confirmation. Yeah, it kind of is. It's just us letting you know. Right. So this is just me being super aware and just some things that I need to do for myself, because sometimes we need to take those step backs to reflect. We need to take those step backs to evaluate our situation and what's working for us and what isn't working for us, right? Where we're going to be able to grow and where we're not going to be able to grow, where we're always going to stay right here and where we're going to start moving up, because we don't want to just stay here. We're not here to stay there. We're ascending. Also, too, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. Okay, I was just reading, a sister messaged me and I gave her some information. So also what Spirit was sharing with me is that even all of our lifetimes, that's ascension. That's ascension. Every lifetime is a part of the ascension also. Besides the ascension we experience throughout a lifetime, right? This is also still us moving up in the ladder of ascension and rising and growing, right? And becoming a lot more wiser, right? Becoming more aware so that in the next lifetime, we can take this with us. You know what I'm saying? We can take this awareness with us. You know what I'm saying? We can take this knowledge. We can take this understanding. We can take this growth that we've done so much here. We take that with us in the next lifetime. And the more we clear out, the more we move things out, the more that we release and let go of shit here, the more we get things off of our backs, the more we heal our past wounds, the more we heal our wounds from this lifetime and any other lifetime, right? The more we break these ancestral chains and these ancestral cords, the more we do this here now is shit we don't have to take the next time around. You know what I'm saying? This is something we don't got to take into the next life because we done nipped it in the bud here. Probably why I'm doing so much fucking work. It's probably why I'm doing so much work and doing all this healing and just doing all this cleansing and clearing and releasing, because I'm needing to, because I don't want to take it in the next lifetime. I don't want to carry none of this junk. It's not like I'm going to go and just be freed of everything. No, but there's going to be still things I'll be working on, but it'll be in a whole higher space, in a whole another dimension, right? Or a whole nother aspect, multidimensional, right? A whole nother aspect of self, right? Where it won't be so heavy, or it won't be with these super lower vibrational wounds, you know what I'm saying? Where I've healed most of it, and yeah, there will still be some wounds here and there, and then I can just flow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. They were also showing me this, where I flow a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting this life to just be super easy. Like, it's going to be work. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to experience that in the next life. And I'm going to experience it here too. There's going to be a point in time where I'm just going to be like, man, I'm just so in a good space, which I usually always am, right? Even experiencing the demons or experiencing somebody else's demons or someone else's demons triggering my demons, right? Triggering demons I didn't even realize I was still carrying, right? And even in that space, it's like I still feel I'm in a beautiful space. You know what I'm saying? I still sit here in gratitude, right? I still sit here grateful and thankful because of how far I've come in this journey in such a short time of becoming aware and waking up to spirit. You know what I'm saying? I've been awake my whole life, but waking up to the truth of spirit and how fast and how far I've grown, you know, in this short amount of time, right? And the learning that I do, the more I sit with myself, the more that I meditate, the more that I just sit here in quietness, or the more that I sit here in stillness, because it's like when you don't have time to sit in stillness, the mind, the chatter of the mind gets louder and louder because we're not sitting and actually listening what's coming through, or what we're feeling, or how our bodies are feeling, or how we react to people in certain situations. And I don't mean react like you're reacting to something they said. I mean react like how the body reacts, how your energy reacts to it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm super aware when I'm around somebody and I get a headache, that's something. That ain't Jack. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when I'm not feeling it. I know when there's something wrong with me. So when I come around somebody and I got a fucking headache, which one is it? Is it you? You who's Karen? And I don't mean drugs. You know what I'm saying? Who's carrying the demons? One of y'all in here is carrying the demons. Don't lie. Because I can feel that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know, and I don't say, like I said, I don't say this as they're bad people. Like, you know, wherever somebody is and whatever they're experiencing, you know, hey, you know, at one point I was that person carrying all the fucking demons. You know what I'm saying? I was that person non-aware or not realizing what I was carrying and how that was affecting other people. You know what I'm saying? And how the demons would affect other people or trigger their demons so that all the demons are out. You know what I'm saying? Situation, you know? And I'm just grateful. I'm just real grateful to be right here. I'm grateful to sit right here and at least be able to laugh about some of these things. And it's not laughing like I think it's a joke. It's laughing because I can. You know what I'm saying? I can laugh in these spaces because it you know, when you start to grow, when you start to realize truth, and you start to, you know what I'm saying, experience more and come into more understandings and realizations, then it does start to become funny because you're just like, shit, okay, spirit don't tell me some shit. I start laughing, but I'm not laughing at spirit. I'm laughing because it's like, exactly, truth. You know what I'm saying? Truth. I'm hearing truth. And it's just like, you know, I'd rather laugh about it than be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be in good spirits about whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is me dealing with a fucking demon and being in a space for 3 or 4 days, I want to at least laugh about it because that's me going through it. You know, it's not me laughing at somebody else, because I've had people laugh at me for many years of my life, and it's a wound. You know what I'm saying? I still work through and heal, but it's not me laughing at someone else. Me laughing at my own self and laughing at the fact that it's truth. You know what I'm saying? Fucking demon, but I allowed it. Thank you, spirit. I allowed that demon to come through. You know what I'm saying? I allowed that demon in my space. You know what I'm saying? I gave permission for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that becomes, that's, yeah, that was you, Jack. You know what I'm saying? That was totally you. And yeah, I just wanted to come in some random rambles, right? But with some really good spirits. You know what I'm saying? With a good spirit, right? With the happiness, with some laughter. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we sometimes take life so seriously and take everything so seriously. And sometimes we need just to allow ourselves to laugh. Laughter is the sound of laughter is the sound of heaven, right? That's the sound in heaven, is laughter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like laughter is very powerful. It's even powerful for scaring these demons off. You know what I'm saying? It is. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that to make fun of it. I say that in truth. You know, it really, really is. So it's, you know, for me to sit here and laugh at some of these things, it's because I'm already at a point in the journey where like I said, where I can. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm comfortable with laughing, because I'm not sitting here worried, am I going to be able to move this demon? And do I need to call somebody? And, I got to do this and I got to do that. No, I just need to just be right here and keep my energy right. And the demon's going to be released regardless. You know what I'm saying? I got enough portals in my house. I sit on my toilet, demon just like, oh, shit is gone. Okay, spirit. and not the demon coming out the backside. Spirit. Okay, spirit. Okay, spirit. You know, and spirit will just come through with like, we fucking told you. And they don't cuss, right? The ancestors do, right? Sometimes. But spirit, my higher self doesn't, right? And when I say spirit, I 9 times out of 10 mean my higher self, right? If not ancestors, right? Guides, galactic families, right? Ascended masters. But my higher self, because that's who I channel. I channel my higher self. That's who I work with. I work with the higher self. When I channel for other people or when I'm reading for somebody, it is the higher self, right? And the higher self doesn't cuss. But the ancestors will, you know what I'm saying? They're just like, we fucking told you. Like, it's like they thank you, spirit. I even pulled a card for myself earlier, and it's listen. Impeccable listening, right? Listen. And they'll tell me, listen. What? Because they know that I'm listening, and then I'll cut it off, right? At a certain point. And sometimes because I don't want to know everything, but they're like, listen, because we're explaining to you and you cutting us off, right? You want the business, but you want to cut us off mid-conversation. You know, mid-channel, I'm cutting them off. And they're just like, no, you're going to listen when you need to, when we need you to really listen so that you're understanding what you're experiencing and what you're going through and what other energies are trying to come in and act like us. Thank you, spirit. You know what I'm saying? So they, you know, they don't play that shit. They've been getting on my ass a lot, you know, and they don't yell, they don't cuss at me, they don't, you know, talk shit to me like that, but they're like, listen, like we're telling you. And we were trying to tell you, you want to know, but you're not listening, right? So it's, you know, like I said, impeccable listening, right? Listening to, you know, when they tell me not to eat something, when they tell me not to do a certain thing, when they tell me not to go somewheres, right? Not to allow someone in the house, right? Or don't do that cleansing. Don't do that reading. Don't read for them. Don't even answer the phone. Don't respond to them, right? They'll tell me when it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I get the understanding of that, which I do know it, but it's like, there's always a little bit more awareness that comes through every time they show me something different. Every time I get shown something different, it's a new awareness. You know what I'm saying? It's a new awareness to that one thing, because it's just like layers. Racks on racks on racks on racks on racks. Layers to this shit. Layers to this journey. Layers to the awareness. Layers to the truth, because something that's going to be truth for me now in about 2 more years will not be truth for me no more, because I will have learned a deeper truth. Thank you, spirit. I will by then have learned a deeper truth to that this truth won't even matter, because that truth is going to be real for me. And this is for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Where some things it's like, I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that. And then until spirit comes through, or until you get the confirmation you need, then it's just like, oh shit, okay, so now that's not true. Now I just found new truth. So the truth is always going to change. You know what I'm saying? The truth is always going to be ever changing, because we're ever changing. The world is ever changing. You know what I'm saying? We're always shifting. We're always moving. We're always growing. So as we rise and ascend, truths are going to become like, where at one point it was true for me because I was in this energy where that was truth. And it's just like my older videos, right? I sit there and I rewatch them and I see so much ego, and I see we're like, damn, Jack, that wasn't even truth. But at that time for me, it was. And for whoever I shared it for, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as I keep growing, as I keep moving forward, then I find a deeper truth. I find a new truth to that one truth. So then it's not that I totally disregard that truth, but it's like, okay, I can delete that now because I don't need that truth, because I found a new one. Right. And it's like in the Kabbalion, they of the 3 initiates, right? They speak about everything is but a half truth. Right? Everything is but a half truth. Everything is but a half truth. So it's like, you know, this is where we discern what's true for us and what's not, what feels right for us and what doesn't. And if I ever say anything and it doesn't feel like truth for you, I honor you. You know what I'm saying? I honor where you are in that space. I honor you not receiving whatever it is, because maybe at that point it's not truth for you. Maybe it won't be truth for you till next year. Maybe it won't ever be truth for you. You know, not everything is going to resonate with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect people to just cling and be like, oh yeah, everything she said. No, I mean, hey, you take it with like a grain of salt, a grain of rice. Take what you feel you need and you leave the rest. Because every reader, everything somebody says doesn't all pertain to you. Whatever you feel is resonating, like, oh man, shit, yeah, I was going through that. That makes sense. That explains my confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation, because I was just experiencing this, and here's a revelation to that, right? So then we can take that with us. You know what I'm saying? Until we find a deeper knowing into that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I just and I've been wanting to kind of talk about this, about the whole truth and what's truth. You know, I speak truth to the best of my knowledge. I speak truth to the best of my knowing. You know what I'm saying? I speak truth to the best of my wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And my wisdom is always changing. You know what I'm saying? My truth is always changing. My words are always changing. My understanding for things are always, my inner standing, overstanding, overall standing for things is always changing, because I come into a new space. I peel off another layer, and that old layer, that was truth for the old layer, but not for this one. And I do so much changing and shifting. I experience so much metamorphosis. You know what I'm saying? I experience it so much, right? I experience so much of the shift, so much of the change, that it's always something different for me, where it's just like, oh shit, I got to relearn this now. It's like this powerful truther, this older guy. I can't remember what his name was and what he was talking about, but he's written a bunch of books, and he always says that, you know, don't ever, you know, whatever he shares in his books, that's not a teaching. That's not, you got to know this and this is what needs to happen. This is just him sharing his experiences, right? And the way he explained it was that you know, in sharing those experiences for the next person, it's going to be different for them. You know what I'm saying? The next person is going to see something differently. They're going to experience it differently. Their journey is going to be different. People aren't going to wake up the same way that I did. You know what I'm saying? Some people might wake up with watching my videos. I watched a video and heard some words from a sister, and that woke me up, but it was also time, right? So it's like, it's different for everybody. So it's like, you know, the way he said it was, don't take everything I say like this is all there is in knowledge or in truth, because there's so much out there. You know, there's so much that we find on our own as we grow. You know what I'm saying? We want somebody to tell us what all the answers are, but at the same time, nobody has all the answers. You got to find, they're in here. The answers are inside. The answers are in here, inside of the mind, inside of the subconscious. And that's where we dig into. That's where we dive. Like, I am certified master diver, right? I dive in and not even holding my breath. I'm just jump in. Let's go. We're going all the way down. Let's go. I want to dive in, deep diver, right? And that's my space where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? To dive in and do that, because I found there's more truth when I go in than I find outside of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be in the world, but not of it, right? I'm not going to find truth out here. I'm realizing now, right? Thank you, Spirit. I'm realizing now a lot of the junk and posts that these, and I'm not talking down on those spiritual people, right? I'm not going to say that they're full of shit, but this is probably the truth that they know. So they're saying what they know or what somebody else said, or they're screenshotting somebody else's stuff. And sometimes I'll do that when I feel it's powerful. And if it's powerful, I'm going to post it, right? But even that Spirit guides me to, don't post that. Yes, post this. Jack, you know, it's funny, but maybe you shouldn't post that, right? They tell me. But it's like, I read some of this stuff, and there's so much false things out there. There's so much things that it's like, that's not even true. That's not even true. You know, because it's just like, one of them was like, the expectation, you're supposed to expect everything. But if you expect everything and it doesn't show up the way you want it to, then it's like something was wrong. Because it's not going to show up exactly the way you're expecting it. It's better to just allow it and flow with no expectations. Like I tell people when they come to me for readings, no expectations. Because if you're expecting something, you're not going to hear what you're expecting. And then you're going to feel like, I'm not telling you what you need to hear. No, I'm not just not telling you what you need to hear. I'm telling you what Spirit wants you to hear. You know what I'm saying? What Spirit is wanting me to guide, to tell you, whatever I'm channeling, whatever your higher self is wanting to say to you, right? So it's like, you know, the expectations, it's like, they always tell me, don't expect anything. Just be. This is the guidance I receive all the time. Don't expect nothing. Just be. And allow them blessings to just fall in your lap out of nowhere. You know, allow those beautiful moments of synchronicities when a beautiful butterfly passes me by. Like the other day, I was walking back from the store and Spirit's like, you're going to see something so powerful. Impeccable listening. I'm sitting there cutting them off when I should have been listening. They're like, we're going to tell you. And I'm just like, I didn't want to know. Right. I was just like, no, they go, she wants it to unfold. And I do. Right. Exactly. Touche, Spirit. I do want it to unfold. Don't tell me. But thank you for the guidance to be aware, which I already am. Even if they wouldn't have told me, I would have seen and been like, oh, Spirit. But them telling me is how I know Spirit is giving me truth. Right? How I know that Spirit comes in and gives me truth out of nowhere. It's like that. Like I said, when I'm not asking, when I'm not looking for an answer, when I'm not expecting it, when I'm not expecting an answer, or when I'm not expecting guidance, then they just come through and they're like, you're going to see something so powerful and beautiful. Sure enough, come back in the house, I'm chilling. Totally forgot about what they said, right? Not forget, but I knew something was coming. I just didn't know when, right? So I wasn't expecting anything. And I'm looking up to the sky when they first told me, like, is there something in the clouds? Because I always see beautiful things in the clouds. I'm always witnessing something beautiful in the sky, right? I'm always looking up to the sky, right? And so I come back in and I grab me a cigarette because I don't smoke inside of my house. And I went outside and came out to my patio and I started walking up past the stairs. This big, no bullshit, when I say this big butterfly, and not a monarch, kind of real, the lines are just perfect, right? And it's the perfect little shape. No, this one was like, I had not ever seen a butterfly like that. Not that close. It was big. And this is not even me exaggerating. It was huge. I was like, oh my God, it was like a monster sized butterfly. Beautiful with black and yellow. And then all these little lines around the wings were different. And I was like, oh, Spirit. When I see something like that, I light the fuck up. Spirit, I receive you. That's a blessing just to witness it. This is my day. This is Jack in a nutshell, right? This is Jack expanded, right? No nutshells, right? Because we're not thinking small no more, right? We're here in this big, beautiful, vast universe, right? Multiverse. Thank you, Spirit. And for me, that's a blessing just to witness it. Just to witness that beautiful butterfly. And I'm there trying to let it just get my hand, and it's fluttering around me, comes around me. And I'm like, Spirit, I receive you. Spirit, thank you, Spirit. I'm right there. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, like I light up. I light up to see those beautiful things. Those little moments right there are so powerful for Jackie. When I see and witness those things, or when I know I just healed and cleared some shit and two butterflies just cross each other in front of my path, I'm like, okay, Spirit, I know I just did some work right now, right? And even them just sharing that, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to give me no business about what do I need to know in 5 years from now, or you know what I'm saying, some situation that, so that I know now, so that I'm prepared for it. Like, just knowing beautiful things are coming is amazing. And whatever way that was, I wasn't expecting money. I wasn't expecting gold. I was looking in the clouds, saying, Spirit, I'm going to see an angel or something, because I see them all the time in the clouds. I always see beautiful things. I always see beautiful portals inside of the clouds, right? So, I'm looking at the clouds like, no, you're going to see it later. Beautiful, big old butterfly I've never seen before in my life. Never witnessed one with those kind of wings. It was just so like, Spirit, thank you, Spirit. You know what I'm saying? They were like, see, they're like, you didn't want us to tell you. I said, I didn't. I wanted that to unfold, just like I do everything else. I even called that energy in to allow things to just unfold. This was something that I asked for today, was just to allow myself to not sit expecting anything, to not sit and have all these expectations, right? Because then when they don't come through and what you're expecting doesn't show up, you're like, what did I do wrong? You start to lower the energy because you think you did something wrong. You didn't manifest it properly. excuse me, you didn't ask for it properly, or did you do something wrong? The spirit doesn't want to bless you with it, right? You know, we start thinking all these crazy things, but at the same time, it's never going to look how we want it to look. Stories. Those stories where we create shit in our minds, thinking something's going to look a certain way and something's going to be just like this, and it turns out not to. You know what I'm saying? So this is them showing me that. And like I said, I called that energy in. I was like, through all layers of my being, I call in my divine grace, my divine glory, right? My divine inheritances. I call in the energy, right? To release expectation. I call in the energy to allow the journey to unfold for me. Surprised. I want to be surprised. I don't want to know everything. Tell me what I need to know and understand in the moment, right? And when it's time for me to know, because it's time for me to be aware of something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? If I need to share something with somebody because they need to be aware, beautiful. But for things unfolding in my life, I kind of want to be surprised. Even though I'm a seer, even though I'm a psychic channel, I want to be surprised. I like the unfoldment. I didn't want to know I was going to see a butterfly, because if I would have known, I would have missed it. Or I'd have been looking for it everywhere and it would have been right behind me, but I'm over here looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, me understanding that, and like I said, me calling in the energy of the unfoldment, because I want things to unfold. I want things to just roll out however they're supposed to. I want to see the magic as spirit creates and allows things to come into my life for me, right? I want to experience that magic. I want to experience that beauty. I want to honor that, right? Honor myself, right? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, right, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So I don't know how I'm gonna post this, right? So if I do post this, right, Spirit's just like, you really haven't been talking to anybody. You're talking to yourself. And I am. I didn't come on to post this. If I do, right? This may just be for myself. But if I do post it, then it's like beautiful, sharing the journey, right? What I said I was gonna do. I said I wasn't gonna pull no cards. I was just gonna be here sharing the journey and sharing what I'm experiencing, and sharing where I'm at, right, in certain situations. And they were like, you know, they're like, you're talking to yourself. And I am. I needed to. Sometimes, you know, that's what's so good about journaling and what I'm learning, right? And for me, you know, I couldn't have wrote all this stuff out. I wouldn't have been able to read my handwriting afterwards. You know, my handwriting, especially writing fast, I wouldn't have been able to read it. I would have been like, or it wouldn't have come out the way it does whenever I channel through voice. So me, video journaling is always super powerful for me. So I prefer to video journal. And I'm really, really glad that I did. I'm about to rewatch this and see where this takes me and where I flow at in this space, right? And with all my laughter and giggling, right? Because I can. Right? Because I can sit here and be in that space, because it's like, you know, also what I had seen was like not to take it too seriously. And I had a girl tell me that one time, right? That she was just like, you know, this is, you know, don't take this too seriously. Like, this is just for fun. And I'm looking at her like, bitch, I'm over here moving demons and shit. Like, this ain't fun. You know, there's times where, no, I take this journey seriously every day. Let me stop. Every day I'm right here, hardcore with the journey, right? But, you know, in certain times I do take it seriously, because I'm working on someone else's energy, or I'm working on my own, or I'm moving some demons, or you know, I'm exchanging energy with somebody. Like, no, I'm going to take it seriously. But at the same time, it's like I've learned to where I know when to take things seriously and when I don't have to. And when I know I've already come past a point that I can look back and be like, I can laugh at those things now. Because I'm not sitting in wounds no more. I'm not sitting and hurt by what I had to experience to get here. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the journey. I'm not mad at spirit that I've had to experience fucking demons and be here in a fucking space for 2 or 3 weeks dealing with a demon, or having so many demons and these energies all surrounding me on my back, where I'm like walking around looking like the hunchback of Notre Dame, right? And just all hunched over because their weight is so heavy on me. And can't nobody tell. I just look like I'm walking funny. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, I'm not mad at those situations. All of those things, all those demons, all them demons I spit out for a whole week, like that whole situation, I'm not mad. I can look back and said, I did that shit. Fearless. Whenever I've dealt with the demon, I've had to release a demon, I've never been afraid. I've never sat there and was like, even when I was spitting out and speaking all these different languages and all these ugly voices, right? I wasn't scared. Any other time in my life, I would have been shitting bricks. Like, what the fuck's going on? What's going on? Type shit. At the moment, it wasn't funny because I was fucking releasing some motherfucking energies. You know what I'm saying? But, now looking back at it, I'm not mad I experienced that. I'm not pissed off at spirit. I'm not pissed off at my sisters for pulling the plug. I needed that plug pulled. I needed somebody to pull that plug so that I could release all those motherfuckers, because I wasn't going to be able to go nowhere, and I was going to be stuck in that same place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything I've experienced, for all the hard times, for all the times where I'm, trying to move forward and I'm falling back, and I'm moving forward, I'm falling back, and then I'm moving forward and then I'm falling back. Like, that happened so many times, but that was me still in cycles. You know what I'm saying? But even my own mistakes in the journey, right? Me not listening to spirit, everything. I am not mad. I am not pissed off. I'm not upset I had to deal with it. And if I could redo everything all over again, I would still make all the same choices and do everything the same, because all it has brought me, everything that it has brought me up until now, is awareness, truth, understanding, overall standing, and overstanding, right? It's brought me to this space where I carry so much wisdom from everything I've experienced, because I'm so present in the moment that I'm able to this is tools. You know what I'm saying? In my toolbox. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff I can take with me, because I know how far I've come. This is wisdom I can use to help someone else. You know what I'm saying? And wherever they are. So whatever I've experienced, it all had purpose. It's like a sister would always tell me, she's like, things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. All them ups and downs, all them cycles, I needed to experience that. That was to humble me more now. You know what I'm saying? That was for me to be more on the journey and be like, okay, fuck, I got this, spirit. I'm flexing. Spirit's like, you better flex, type shit, right? Because I can. You know what I'm saying? And there's still more growth. There's still more. And in the journey, the journey's not over. To the day I leave this world. To the day this vessel's done. And then I come back, I'm still going to be there flexing and doing whatever it is I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward on the journey. And I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not pissed off. I'm not pissed off to deal with anybody's demons. I'm not mad if I experience, like I said, I allowed it, right? I'm not mad if I experience someone's demons. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad that I experienced someone's demon and it triggered my demon. I'm not pissed off. I'm not pissed off. I was sitting here in a space for 2 or 3 days or a whole week or a month or whatever the situation is, right? And every time that it's happened, you know what I'm saying? And there's times the spirit will come in and just like, we told you not to do that. We told you don't put hands on them, and not put hands like hurt them, but like put them healing hands on them. We told you not to. You either weren't grounded or they had too many demons, or we didn't want you to experience that. But if it happened, that was growing pains for me. Growing pains for me on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, spirit. Yeah, I want to do that real quick. I want to send some healing out, right? And now I've been feeling like depression in the field, right? I've been feeling depression in the field, and not so much myself. I think I have my little moments, and I have my little moments. I'm not even gonna sit here, because sometimes it's just, sometimes you want to have someone to talk to besides your phone. And in a space where it's just like, it's just me by myself here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes, right? But, it's the little things, right? Or I'll remember something and it just brings me to a little space. And I'm just like, okay, spirit, but depression. So I want to send some healing out for that, right? For anybody experiencing any kind of depression, whether it be mild, moderate, or heavy, right? And not fearmonger, right? I want to send healing to this, right? Because I know people experiencing it. And prayers to whoever's not experiencing it. Grateful for y'all, right? whoever is, I'm sending healing to that right now, right? Sending healing for y'all's journey, sending healing to wherever y'all at and whatever the depression has brought into y'all, and however y'all guys are dealing with it and coping with it and working through it, you know, because we are working through these things, you know what I'm saying? Even sometimes when things have us for a little while, we're still working through it. You're still working, right? So I just want to send healing to that. There was something else I wanted to send in healing out, right, to that depression, right? Calm y'all's minds, ease y'all worries, right? Worry, right? Let me send that energy out too, right? For people who worry all the time, anybody who worries too much, right? Sending just love and healing for y'all, that spirit comes and eases those worries, right? We worry, we create the worry, you know what I'm saying? So when we shift that, then we stop experiencing so much of the worry, right? And I know worries aren't easy, because all I used to do was worry about everything. I know that was my energy, right? For years was just worry. And even sometimes I find myself in it too, you know what I'm saying? So wait, I'm here with y'all healing, right? We're healing together. But yeah, I just want to send some healing and some love out to y'all guys' hearts, right? Any heavy hearts, right? I want to send love out to that too, right? Just want to send a whole lot of love, right? To anything y'all guys are experiencing, anything y'all guys are feeling, any kind of mental disturbances, mental turbulences y'all guys are feeling, any kind of weight y'all guys are carrying, any situations y'all are going through right now that maybe nobody else knows about, or you don't tell nobody, or you don't speak it or say it to anybody, you know what I'm saying? And even if you do, nobody's listening. Jack hears y'all. Jack understands. I see it in the field, and I just want to send out a lot of love to all of y'all guys, and grateful for everybody who's been coming on watching my videos. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but if I do, y'all here. We're here together, right? Healing and moving through this journey. We're all walking each other home, right? And yeah, I just want to send love and just grateful, right, for everybody who comes through. I hope whatever y'all receive from these videos are healing for y'all guys, or give y'all some kind of understanding in y'all journey. And always, like I said, take it lightly and take what you need. And if you find a different truth for yourself, man, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? You find your own way, then I'm grateful for that too, you know. And I just want to send a lot of love to y'all guys, man. Blessed, blessed, blessed Heaven's Gate portal today, right? And just want to send love out, y'all guys. And yeah, we're gonna do the outro, right? We have to, right? Just in case I do post this, we got to do the outro. To my highly awakened, my slightly awakened, my non-awakened, my future awakened, my barely newly awakened right now at 10:37. I receive you, spirit, which is 11, right? 10, 1, right? And then 3 and 7 is 10. Add that 1 is 11. I receive you, spirit. I received that 11, right? On 11/11, right? 2022, baby. Starseeds, earth angels, way showers, truthers, and light workers. I love y'all guys. I'm so grateful for y'all guys here holding space for y'all on this journey, holding space through y'all experiences and whatever y'all guys are experiencing. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not there, I don't see y'all, I haven't been able to talk to y'all. Like, I still sit here and hold space for y'all guys, and my phone is gonna die. So, all right. Yeah, my phone is about to die. So I just want to say I love y'all guys so much. Super grateful for everybody coming on watching. And this is the Oracle Jam King right here with Healing Israel 369. And I'll see y'all guys next time.